My Daemon is a new anime series on Netflix. It is about a young boy named Kento as he journeys across a post-apocalyptic Japan with other dark forces closing in on him, along with his tiny little friend that is a daemon called Anna. Now, I did check out the trailer for this show. I did a reaction to it actually, which is up on the channel. Link should be right above there. Now, this is a spoiler-free section, so I will do my best not to spoil anything. I did end up enjoying this episode. I will say starting out from the beginning toward the middle, where it started out at the very beginning, I did enjoy some of the beats that it had. As for the intro, I did not really like the intro music. Not that that plays a big part on the show itself, but the intro music honestly reminded me of a series of unfortunate events, which I definitely liked the music in that show. But for this, for whatever reason, it just didn't fit for me. With that said, the story that they are telling with the show, I did very much so enjoy, especially where it ended off. Now, I'm not going to say where it ended off because I don't want to spoil anything. There will be a spoiler section at the end of this. I'll let you guys know when it starts, but I really did like where it ended off in this episode, and it did make me very interested and invested in where the show is headed, that I believe. So that I really, really liked. And I also really liked the action and also the transitions with some of the action, showing some of the action pieces with Daemon and some of these other characters that come into play in this episode. I really, really like some of the shots in the action, actually. As for the young boy Kento, our main character, I will say that for me personally, a lot of you guys may disagree. I don't know. As for the young boy Kento, I will say that the voice acting, I'm watching the original Japanese version. The voice acting didn't really fit for me for some reason. It honestly confused me as to the age of the boy, because sometimes it would sound very playful, very young, a bit overly young, and then other times it would sound like a teenage boy sometimes. And I couldn't really make of all these different changes in the voices and stuff. But regardless of the changes in the voices, I did not feel like the overall voice acting that we got in the character Kento, I didn't think it really fit the character. Other than that, I really dug the episode. I really liked it. This is something that I feel like people really would enjoy, especially, like I said, where the show ended up. And the story is set in a post-apocalyptic Japan. I like the looks of it. We didn't get to see a whole lot of the Japan, but the little parts that we did get to see, I did really like. So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot happening in this episode that I can explain without getting into some spoilers. But what I would say is, if you guys enjoy post-apocalyptic type anime series, and post-apocalyptic type stuff in general, dealing with different little creatures, I don't know really what to compare this to, because like I said, I haven't seen a lot of anime series, so I can't really compare it to another anime series. But what I would say is that I do recommend you guys check this out. Even if you're just checking out the first episode, give it a few minutes to move along the story. As the action and stuff ramps up and as the story plays through, I think you guys will enjoy it. I do got to talk about something else, actually. The subtitles in the beginning of the episode. Like I said, I'm watching the Japanese version, so I'm checking it out with subs. I don't speak Japanese, so I'm watching the subtitle version. At the beginning of the episode, after the intro, like the subtitles are like moving upwards and downwards. I'm getting a nice neck workout. That I didn't like. But as the episode moved on, that did stop. So I'm happy about that. But at the beginning of the episode, I have no idea why they were jumping upwards and downwards with the subtitles. With that said, like I said, there's not a whole lot I can get into without getting to some spoilers, and it was a short episode to begin with, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. But to sum everything up that I just said, I enjoyed the overall story that they're going to tell, and I really enjoy what we're headed off to, that I believe some type of adventure and journey is what we're headed off to. I really like that. So that got me very interested. The voice acting for the boy, I do hope that it improves in future episodes. You guys may have differing opinions on that, but that's how I felt about the acting of the main character, the boy, at least. There was some stuff that I have questions about, but I hope that they are answered in further episodes and that I just didn't miss it. But overall, this is a show that I enjoyed and I'm glad I watched it. And I will definitely be checking out the whole season of My Daemon. So if you guys want to check out My Daemon is over on Netflix. I will be dropping a full review of the full season once I finish watching it, with probably sometime next week. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. And with that said, we're about to end the spoiler-free section in about 3, 2, 1. All right, so I do really love the atmosphere and the aesthetic of everything that they were showing in the show of Japan, the little bits that we got to see. Yeah, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of that one nun. I think she's a nun. They called her sister, so I could be wrong. They called her sister, so she's some type of religious person. I don't know if she's a nun. Like the beginning of the episode when the little boy Kento, these two bully boys, which one of them looked like a old ass kid. Like he looked like a grown man trapped in a kid's, and like a kid. He had like gray hair and everything. But those three bully boys was trying to get him to get rid of his daemon and told the sister that he had the daemon. At first, the sister was very nice and had them kind eyes, sweet voice, and then once she saw the daemon, like she was ready to just swing on Kento. That's what I was laughing about. Some of the abilities that these daemons have is pretty crazy. Like the one Casper daemon, what he was doing to the sisters, making her see her insides. I thought that was really cool and crazy. I'm very curious to see how the story progresses with these different abilities of these daemons and stuff. I really like the mom's character, so I am very invested to see if this boy Kento is able to save her life, which we got to see at the end of the episode, that she ended up getting stabbed, saving Kento from that knife from this daemon user this daemon bounty hunter. This bounty hunter dude who's using the daemon. I really like the way that they were showcasing the action between Anna and the one bounty hunter when they were fighting. I thought that was pretty cool, and the different shots and stuff they use in that episode. I really like that. So if they keep going on this path, especially where it ended off with the boy being smart enough to have Anna absorb the mom, or whatever this character is doing, whatever Anna is doing, being able to absorb the mom so that he can preserve her enough to hopefully find this other daemon that can bend time or whatever. And I do hope we get to see more and more of the world, because we didn't get to see a whole lot of the post-apocalyptic Japan, but what we did get to see, I did like. Other things like that just popped into my mind was the one boss dude who sent this bounty hunter out. He did have if I'm not mistaken, he did have a picture of the mom and the boy, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if that's the grandpa. He seemed a bit old to be the dad, but he could be. He did have breathing tubes, and so I'm thinking he's a lot older, but I'm curious to find out if that's like the grandpa or whatever he is. But if he's not, I don't know why he has a picture of them. And also for the boy, I am curious to find out if he develops some type of power, seeing that he does have these daemon particles inside him. I think they said that the boy wouldn't live or whatever. I think that's what they said. The doctors were saying that he wouldn't live past a certain age. Maybe I'm confusing some things, but it does seem like he's getting some type of like scar or whatever in his face that may be because of the daemon particles transforming him. And I really am looking forward to seeing this journey across this Japan to see if this boy is able to save his mom. That is pretty much the core of the show for me, where I like to see if this boy is able to save his mom from what happened to her, from her getting stabbed in the back after saving his life. I am dragging on this a bit long, so I'm going to close it out. This is a very good start to the show. I will say, like I said, the first half of it may be a bit weaker, but if you guys give it the full episode, you guys will end up enjoying it, I believe. At least that's how I felt about it. Yeah. I am looking forward to seeing the rest of this show. I will be doing a full review of season 1 once I finish checking it out, hopefully sometime next week, like I said earlier. So make sure you guys are subscribed for that. And if you guys have any other suggestions on any other shows you guys want me to check out and do a review to, whether it be the pilot episode or the whole season, let me know what you guys want me to do and I may check them out. And yeah, this was a good start. I'm looking forward to the show. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this episode, just this episode, in the comment section below. Please don't spoil anybody. By the time I probably would have finished the season or been further on in the show, but hopefully you guys don't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen that episode. With that said, leave your tips on how you guys want me to improve my reviews and what you guys thought of this episode most of all, and are you guys looking forward to the rest of the season? Let me know if you guys share my opinions and thoughts on the different characters, especially the main boy Kento. I just don't feel like the voice acting matches. And let me know if you guys checked out the dub version, if it's better when it comes to the boy. What anime show would you guys compare this to? Because I don't have any baseline on what to compare this to. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's going to be it.